All right, so today's video, we're going to be watching a Diamond 3 DPS on PC playing Sombra. And I know that comes as a surprise because I've heard that in hero bans, there's been a lot of Sombra bans. And they say, as a Sombra player, the introduction to hero bans has been rough. I've been averaging a 40% ban rate on her and constantly deranking, not being able to play her. When I loaded into the ban phase, all my teammates, and I mean all Insta, put Sombra as a #1 ban with me hovering her. I instantly said, please don't ban Sombra, it's rough out here. They decided not to as they were nice about it and banned someone else. I felt like I was playing fine and was doing my job until third point. I was struggling to find entrance or really do anything, and then my team started to get upset, saying I'm not doing anything here. Go on their Juno BAP and be useful. I don't know what I could have done differently, so some insight would. Also, any character suggestions on who to learn based on my playstyle on Sombra, as I feel like I'm gonna need a new character to play. LOL. In like the top 500 range, I don't know, and I haven't tried hero bans yet this season because I've been playing a ton of Stadium, but I do think that Sombra doesn't get banned as much because like, it's just the way that Sombra finding value sometimes can be really tough, especially when the backline's playing very like together. So it's interesting to see where the bans are at across the board. That's been like, but we kind of expected that with like different ranks will have different bans type of situation. I think my first ban would probably be Sojourn. Or no, not so, yeah, maybe Zarya. I don't know, it depends. In top 500, that is. So far you're playing fine, by the way. Nice job so far. Everything's looking good here. You're sticking with your team. A little bit delayed there and getting out of there. But I get that you were snowballing. Just be careful of giving up the free pick there because sometimes that's what gives the other team the opportunity to get back into it. And you go, well, like, yeah, but like, it wasn't really an important pick. We're still pushing card. Just remember that sometimes other teams will already be like giving up the point or not trying to go back to the point, and they get a kill, and then they decide to go for the point and then take it, right? So sometimes you kind of like, has anybody ever, you ever like have that decision making you're doing when you're playing ranked? And you're like, do we go for the point? Should we go for the point? One thing that can ease that for the other team is if you give up a free kill, right? And that could turn into you losing the point. That one's a little bit aggressive there, but that one's a little bit different because you're keeping them at bay while you're capturing the point. So that one is a different story because if they get you there, you can still keep going throughout the point. The other one is you might lose the point if you give up free kills. But so far, it's been fine. Just be careful of that. I think sometimes you're overstaying your cooldowns. Which that could become a problem on third point especially, which is exactly what you mentioned. So we'll see. Good backline pressure. You got Lamp out. That's a victory in itself. Getting Lamp out there is huge. I mean, you're going to kill the BAP because no one's helping the BAP at all. That's an interesting one because, like, that right there, that whole play was preventable if the Juno just turns back to help the BAP, but no one helps the BAP. And then that's it. Like, there's nothing the BAP could do there. Use Lamp. Good rotation. Yeah, good hold so far. Now you have EMP. Don't be afraid to use the EMP to win the fight, as I always say. It's better to win a team fight, right, than it is to go, oh, I should have used my ult there. I don't care if it gets one. If you win the team fight, that's what matters. What's my favorite ban for this map? Again, I haven't really... If I would probably just... This would be like one of those, like, ban sniper type of situations in top 500, but... Good start again. I mean, the other team is basically giving you free kills right now. So, this is huge for the team. Tracer's right there. Nice job. Yeah, Sombra gameplay's been good so far. You mentioned, like, what's a hero that you could play with your playstyle? Tracer. I know you have a Tracer on your team, but I think that could help fit your playstyle, too. Because Tracer's a lot of the same type of concept without being the going invisible part or hacking them. You're just kind of constantly putting backline pressure like this to make them look for you. Nice job going back into the point. Okay, so I think the next step here, and let me see how this goes. I think you need to settle for a second, and hopefully you do that. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna wait to see how this fight goes, but tell me you get out of here too, which is the best part. This is in Diamond on PC. Okay, so something that's what you can do here is, I'll just talk from my point of view. Say I'm playing against a really good Sombra. Sometimes the Sombras that aren't, like what you're doing is you're going up here and then you're starting to go towards them. You go up here and then you start to move towards them so that you have to get, like, you're in the middle of the open. So when your cooldowns are gone, you have no cooldowns, which means you end up in these, like, really unique spots where you just can fall over. So don't be afraid for a second to, like, go here after you go over the top and just wait an extra few seconds. Like, wait for that team to completely forget about you. You'd be surprised in Overwatch how much that happens. We're like, you're like, oh, well, haven't seen him in 2 seconds. I'll see you later, right? I just want you to get out of the habit of, like, when you go in there, you just start to, like, engage again, because then you don't have any cooldowns to go with that. So, Faulty, thanks for the 50 months to the Prime. So thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you. Absolute classic from Faulty.
EMP charged.
Okay, so EMP here. This is great right now. Nope. Okay. Revealed. So, fair enough. Okay, ready for take 2 on this? Wait it out. Wait it out. 3, 2. Yep. Nope. You keep getting detected because you're. Okay. I want you to wait. Next time, I want you to wait. And it's actually funny because this is what I'm talking about. It's okay to wait a second, right? They're stacked here. Okay. So just wait right here. Hide. At the very least, right? Let me just kind of give you like a play here, because I think what you're trying to do is you're trying to be so involved in every single team fight that you're kind of just basically taking yourself out of the game yourself, right? Let's start with a sequence here, because I think this is going to be super helpful for you. We'll start with a sequence. You're doing a good job getting into the window here, right? This has been perfect. You get here every single time. There's nobody here right now. There's nobody right here. There's nobody right here. So you don't have to just run into their team over and over again and be like, hello, how's it going? Have a good day, right? Why not go right here and just chip away at this Torb turret, right? What's going to happen if you kill this Torb turret? Your thought process is, yeah, they're going to know I'm here. Yeah, that's good, right? Because the idea on Sombra is not only just to go and like get like a, you know, an easy kill on somebody like out of position and things like that. It's to pull pressure from the other team. So if you're okay with running in here, getting detected and going out, then why don't you just go right here, slowly kill the Torb turret? You're like, yeah, but what if I get shot a little bit by the Torb turret and lose some HP? You have health packs. There's one right here, right? There's one down here. Like, you have opportunity to go and like get HP. So why keep doing the same rotation into the middle here? Okay, so now you kill Torb turret. What's next? Wait an extra second. Let your HP go up. That Torb ain't going to be able to build a Torb turret right away. Then you go in, you pop an EMP. Based off of what happens, you can decide if you're going to stay in or you get out. But if you keep walking and doing this same play over and over again and they keep detecting you, that's going to be the problem. So start with like almost like slow down the playstyle for a second. Kill Torb turret, wait a second, go in, EMP. You can either go back to your team, you can go back up here, or if your teammates follow up, you can just be involved in the team fight. But like, those are much better options than running in a straight line over and over again to be detected and then run away. Anyway, let's head back to you. Okay, you're just chilling for now. Torb turret's right below you. Okay, Torb turret's dead. Now you EMP. Perfect timing. Win or lose, perfect timing there on that EMP. That was a very well-placed EMP that your team should win. If your team loses this, it's more on your team, like as a team effort, than it is on you. Good EMP. Now, did you notice there? You went and did that EMP when the Torb turret was dead, right? That's why I wanted you to kill the Torb turret earlier for that exact reason. It just opens up that. Now, if you lose right here, this is just a good retake by the other team. Good hack on the Torb just to kind of pressure some early damage. All right, that was just a good retake by the other team. That's it. But you already pushed it past the choke. That's the toughest part of this map. Good job. Yep, you know where to go now. Now you know where to hide too. The call spawn by your tracer. You can also hack that health back for a little bit too if you want to get it. Remember, like I'm not a huge like, you know, go around and hack every health pack person, but like the cooldown comes back quicker if you hack that, and it denies it from the other team. So I'd say when you have a lot of downtime there, like you could have easily just survived that because you have quicker health packs in that one. So don't be afraid to like, you know, hack a health pack for yourself if it's going to benefit you, right? Well, as I'm saying, they go for it a lot. Yeah, exactly. So it just guarantees you get more use out of it. I also want to point out to you, you mentioned that, like, you know, you can't find ways to get through here and all this on Sombra. You know, I hate to break it to you. On this map, even if you play the sniper heroes, it's hard to break through this choke. So it's not like, while on Sombra you could be definitely doing more, and I think that we've kind of showcased some of that already, don't always be like, oh, it's just because I'm on Sombra specifically, because truthfully, most of the heroes are going to struggle to get through the choke here. The problem you're running into is that you're not going through like the step-by-step process that you need to do as Sombra to be able to guarantee yourself more value, right? Like you're not willing to clear out the Torb turret normally, right? You clear it out there in like a, you know, a 2v2, but like you're not willing to clear out a Torb turret before you start engaging, right? Those are the type of like little things that will win you games. Kill the Torb turret, then go in, right? Because your vision is like, well, the Torb turret's not going to bother me if I can get out, but the Torb turret can also be frustrating for your teammates at that too. Think about that part of it, right? Like, you hear me all the time saying, can someone please, like, can we kill the Torb turret? Like, we need to get the Torb turret down. Again, that is something that you can take care of and make it so their Torb loses value. Instead, you leave it up most of the time, and you keep giving value to the Torb. So, you know, you said your problem was you didn't know what to do on third, and third point is a rough part of Havana. It's an issue that, you know, even when they redid the map, a lot of people were like, hey, you know, they could have still improved third point a little bit more because it doesn't solve some of the major issues, sight lines, etc. On Sombra, it's difficult. If you're going to get in there, kill the Torb turret. Then start to do your pressure. Don't sit there and do what you were doing the whole time, because that's what's you're going to run into. You're going to run into that issue. Oh, the bingo? That's awesome. I'm glad you like it, Emmy. Let's go. Up there. Yep, reveal. Okay. Might have stayed in that exact spot for a little bit too long, but it all worked out. Need to put more pressure on. That Torb turret doesn't really have value right now, so you don't have to force that kill on the Torb turret. That's for sure. Yep. Alright, nothing's happening yet. You're backing away. I mean, this is a normal defense Sombra so far. You kind of got to wait on your team to be able to engage because you don't want to go and feed yet. But you also need to try to be involved a little bit. Hacking the D.Va is a good start here. I like the sound that, like, why does it sound like that? That was weird. It's like because you're in the Winston bubble or something. You're going through. Remember to look for backline pressure. Yep, free kill on BAP. Good job. Getting out. I love how that BAP is always constantly just like not getting any help elsewhere, just like in a corner, hiding, hoping for a heal. Oh, this has been good. You know they have Juno ultimate. Yep. This is I would say you have a prime opportunity for an EMP here in a second. This is so close. Health pack, awareness. I know the card's there, but you still have time. Ugh. Holy crap. Ow. There's a health pack right there. You don't need it right now. Well, you kind of do, but... This is what I mean, like, it feels like with me, your problem is almost decision-making. Like, you're sitting there going, okay, maybe they're going to get the card. You had plenty of time to even, like, go back to the point. Play your health packs. Give yourself opportunity here. Don't just sit there on the middle of the point hoping that a random, like, heal gets to you or you're going to regen all your HP in time. Like, you have such opportunity there to not only get a good EMP off, but you had a decent EMP opportunity, missed it, ran around the map with no HP, ended up killing a Torb, which wasn't easy because you had low HP, and all you needed to do was just grab a health pack, right? And someone, and Nod just said in the chat, like, you know, if that's the way you're always doing your play style, then that Torb ain't gonna miss every single time on you, right? And then that's kind of what happened, is it was more the Torb just missing some shots in you rather than you, like, outplaying him, right? So that happens sometimes, and don't get me wrong, like, it's nice when that does, but you can't rely on that play every time. There's some backline pressure. Again, I'm still surprised that, like, you don't like to use health packs. It doesn't, like, or hack them, that is. I think you ended up using this health pack here. Right here you used it. But, like, there's an opportunity for you to hack that health pack, survive, and then it's back up by the time you get there. It's a very interesting one, especially when you're stuck here, waiting on, like, cooldowns and stuff. It feels like you have this opportunity to, like, use some of your kit, and you just don't do it. Like, you're always almost on your back foot half the time. Now, keep in mind, we're not saying go and hack every health pack either. I want to reiterate. I understand that it's not worth doing that. It's more along the lines of when you're going to control a part of the map, you can control that health pack for yourself. They pop Juno ultimate, and your first reaction is to go in EMP. Like, this is what I mean. I think a lot of what is going to help you is decision making. Like, when they're all right here and they use a Torbolt and they start to walk out, your decision making was to run away and then spend that whole sequence with not getting a health pack. They pop a Juno ultimate, your first reaction is to EMP the Juno ultimate. Guess what? The Juno ultimate doesn't go away, and your teammates certainly weren't in a spot to follow up. So that is just a purely, like, I hit a big EMP, but you can't expect any follow-up at that one. That's like the equivalent of, like, me going in as Zarya, throwing a grab at them in, like, a 2v5 and being like, oh, what the heck? But they had Lamp at every other cooldown to go with it. Obviously, I don't have Lamp here. I'm just saying, like, an example. Here we go. And my Dragon Blades are good. Good kills here. Nice. Good job. There when your teammates are involved, getting kills. Nice play. Okay, rotating around, looking for people.
Did I share you? Catch you later.
Also, I again think that you would do probably well on Tracer after some practice.
Much better.
I think. Here we go. It's the refusal to ever give yourself full HP, like, without relying on that regen sometimes, that is very surprising. Because, like, and maybe I haven't been, you know, I don't see your play style enough, but, like, I just see no reason not to take some of these, like, side health packs. And again, this isn't to, like, control health packs like you're playing Sombra, like, you know, how you would years ago. The idea is just to have a survivability tool and a fallback point for you. One, it denies health packs for them, but it also gives you the opportunity to get back to full HP. I feel like sometimes it's funny because we've had spectatings where I, like, tell the Sombra they need to be more involved. Doesn't this feel like one of those games on Sombra where you're almost too involved sometimes? Like, you're not taking that extra second to get back to full HP when you could, or, like... And it goes to show you, everybody has different playstyles, so... I see an opportunity for an EMP if you want to win this. What rank is this? Diamond. But you don't have to. I don't know. This is looking... Okay. Like, I'm not even worried about your aim or anything either. Like, I think your virus accuracy, your aim has been solid. It's everything else, just decision making. And that comes with time, and hopefully the VOD helps you see that. Like, hacking the D.Va here is fine. Don't be afraid to EMP. I just don't want to see you, like, do the same type of EMPs where you... Okay, now you have a free EMP. Like, at this point, if you keep not using your button, there you go. Thank you. Perfect. I'm glad you were able to use it and get a kill, because that was taking a while. Nice play. Your Winston's going in there. Might get a kill on Juno last second. If not, at the very least, you know, just puts pressure on their team. Has to run back to the point. There it is. Finally. It finally happened. This is what I'm talking about. Like, again, I'm not telling you to control this health back and run around like you're like, but, like, see what I mean? Like, that's all you gotta do. Like, hey, it's here now. You have it. And if for some reason they do damage, you can grab that as like a safety net, and they can't do anything. Team should just win this game. I don't think there's a way you lose this. If your team loses this, I'd be very surprised. It'd have to be an amazing D.Va ult right now. It doesn't look like it's gonna be. All right, good job using the invulnerability timing. Nice play. That should be it up. But yeah, anyway, your problem decision making. Straight up. Your problem is decision making. So I need you to start rethinking like the process in like a team fight. Okay, is there a torp turret? Kill the torp turret first. Wait a second, go in. You're like a second or two timing off. That's all you need to do to fix your gameplay, because I don't even need to go too deep into that, because that's what your problem is. So yeah, work on that decision making. I kind of pointed out issues that you were having with that can help improve that decision making, and then try to reference that, because I think it will help a lot with you. Also, you mentioned character. I really do think that you would do well with Tracer. Your playstyle really fits that Tracer playstyle. Obviously, you're not stealth, but the idea of being out on angles and being behind them and setting up, that is a part of Tracer's kit, I think would help you a lot. Obviously, that could definitely help you a lot, especially with it being very similar of a play style. Obviously, without the invisibility. But yeah, because obviously it sucks that that Sombra keeps getting banned, and it sounds like as of right now that's going to keep happening with Sombra. Like it's just so if you're looking for other heroes that you mentioned, I think yeah, Tracer would fit that. So hopefully you can get some more good games and your games go well. But I think if you can improve on the areas we talked about, you'll be fine. You got this. You absolutely got this. If you like the video, hit the like button, subscribe to the YouTubes, all that. Leave a comment. All that helps. If you want to, accept my Discords where you submit stuff. If you want to watch more Spectatings, look at the little square box thing here. There's more videos. Just they're a good watch. Hope you all have an amazing day / night.